This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the FIU Panthers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Run inside. It's Bernard. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Snags it, and there's running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. Can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some.
And he's in! Touchdown, Owls!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Knocked off his feet.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Bernard. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go.
Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Down at the 2-yard line. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Florida International, 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his head.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. they'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Makes the grab and room to run. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. With the catch, it's Henry. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Brings up.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and getting the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Johnson. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down in bounds, that would have been a pick. Obviously, a clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot in bounds.
Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
International, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it's the Demon Deacons, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The give on the inside. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Pulls it in, it's Henry. There he goes! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the draw, it's Bernard. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Might have a chance. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. We'll send the tight end in motion. He'll try it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll go right back to him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Let's go, defense. We're going to stop the run. Come and shut it down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They feed him again. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Panthers are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. A designed run for the quarterback. Maybe a crease. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And it's wide right. No good on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Bernard. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They have.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Wide 29! Wide 29! Wide at the end!
They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Running to the left. Runs through a tackle. Got a little grass. He's finally herded out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.